Secrets are rising from the gilded halls, and whispers of betrayal and ambition are shaping what could be the most explosive season yet. The Gilded Age Season 4 is not just about wealth and glamour. It's about survival in a world where one wrong move can destroy everything. What if the leaks are true and the characters we trust the most are about to fall? Let's uncover what's really waiting behind those golden doors. Season 3 left us standing on the edge of scandal and triumph. And the weight of those moments is what makes Season 4 so anticipated. The story of the Gilded Age has always been more than ballrooms and mansions. It is about the clash between old money and new money, about pride, ambition, and the unshakable belief that social position can define a person's fate. As the curtains closed on the last season, Bertha Russell was standing taller than ever before, yet enemies were sharpening their knives in silence. She won victories, but every victory in her world comes with a price. George Russell, a titan of industry, found himself cornered by business rivals. His empire looked unstoppable from the outside, but whispers of financial threats and looming crashes were beginning to build. If Season 4 continues this storm, then George may discover that not every battle can be won by power alone. His enemies are patient. Patience in the Gilded Age is often more dangerous than open conflict. Marian Brook, caught between love, freedom, and society's crushing weight, closed Season 3 with choices that could shape her life forever. She has tasted independence, but the walls of tradition continue to press in around her. Will she choose security, or will she follow her heart, even if it costs her everything? Fans have already begun to speculate that her storyline will mirror the real struggles of women during this era, fighting against the roles forced on them. Then there is Peggy Scott, a woman of ambition and courage, who ended the season with her career at a crossroads. She carries the voice of those history tried to silence, and her story gives the Gilded Age its soul. Season 3 showed her bravery in pursuing journalism, yet it also revealed the danger she faces as a woman of color in a society that refuses to see her worth. If leaks are to be believed, Peggy's voice will be louder than ever in Season 4, and it may shake the foundations of the city itself. The social world of New York has always been a battlefield, but as the story moves forward, the stakes are higher than ever. Behind the glittering gowns and grand estates, every character is fighting not just for wealth or influence, but for survival. The divide between the rich and those struggling beneath them is deepening, and the show thrives on showing how fragile that divide can be. Season 4 promises to not only answer the questions left behind, but also create new storms of betrayal, romance, and ambition. The recap is clear: our characters are stepping into a season where everything can be won, and everything can be lost in a single breath. The buzz around Season 4 is not built on speculation alone. There are real updates that have slipped through the cracks, and they hint at a bigger, darker chapter ahead. Reports from inside the production reveal that filming is underway with larger sets, more detailed costumes, and a stronger focus on blending real historical figures with the fictional characters we already know. This means the line between truth and storytelling will blur even further, giving fans a chance to see how the Gilded Age's biggest scandals might echo through the lives of our favorite characters. One of the most talked about leaks comes from casting rumors. Multiple sources suggest that a new rival family will be introduced, and they will not be just another wealthy household. This family is said to have connections to political power in Washington, which would instantly raise the stakes for Bertha Russell. For years, Bertha has fought her battles in the ballrooms of New York. But if these leaks are true, then Season 4 will push her into the dangerous world of national influence, where every alliance can shift the balance of society. Behind the glamour, there are whispers of tragedy as well. A report from a filming location suggests that one of the established characters might not survive the season. The crew was spotted working on a scene that looked far more somber than anything in previous seasons. Fans believe this could signal a shocking death, one that will not only break hearts, but also set the stage for new power struggles. Another confirmed detail is the expansion of Peggy Scott's world. Leaked information hints at new sets designed around newspapers and political offices, suggesting that her story will dive even deeper into journalism and activism. This could tie her into the larger conflicts of the time, including voting rights, corruption, and the fight for equality. If this proves true, Peggy may become one of the central voices of the season, turning her personal journey into a much larger cultural battle. The leaks do not stop there. Cast filming in lavish estates outside of New York, leading to theories that the Russells will attempt to expand their influence beyond the city. This would fit perfectly with Bertha's ambition, as she has always dreamed of dominating not only New York society but every circle that defines prestige and power. It is important to note that while not every leak can be trusted, the consistency of these reports makes it clear that Season 4 is aiming higher than ever. Bigger sets, new rivals, higher stakes, and possibly devastating losses. If these details hold true, then Season 4 may not only be the most glamorous, but also the most ruthless chapter. Yet every season of the Gilded Age has inspired endless theories. But Season 4 is already shaping up to be the most talked about. Fans are piecing together leaks, character arcs, and past patterns to imagine where the story could go. Some of these theories sound bold, yet they make sense when you look at the clues left behind in Season 3. The first major theory is about Marian Brook and Larry Russell. Their bond has been building slowly, and many believe that Season 4 will finally push them toward marriage. However, it will not be simple. If they do fall in love openly, they will face opposition from every side, especially from those in the old money circles who see this match as a threat to tradition. Marriage between Marian and Larry could symbolize the clash between independence and societal duty, and it might even become the emotional core of the season. The second theory centers around Bertha Russell. Fans believe her rise in New York society will not stop at the ballroom. Instead, she may attempt to gain political influence by aligning with powerful families connected to Washington. If this is true, Bertha will no longer be fighting only for social acceptance. She will be trying to shape the very future of American power. The stakes would be higher than ever, and her ambition could lead to either her greatest triumph or her most devastating fall. A third theory focuses on Peggy Scott. Her story has always represented courage and the struggle for equality. Viewers believe that in Season 4, Peggy will publish a piece of writing so powerful that it shakes the entire city. Some even think her words could reach beyond New York, influencing debates on justice and human rights. If this happens, Peggy could become more than just a character in society's margins. She could be the voice of change within the show's narrative. Then there is a darker theory that has captured the attention of many fans. Some believe that tragedy will strike within the Russell household. Theories suggest that a sudden death, betrayal, or even a major financial collapse could shatter the family's grip on power. The show has always hinted that wealth is never secure, and this theory imagines Season 4 delivering the harshest reminder of that truth. Finally, there is speculation about historical events shaping the story. The late 1800s were filled with labor strikes, political corruption, and social unrest. Fans predict that the writers may weave these real events into the lives of the characters, creating even more tension between the world of luxury and the struggles of everyday people. These theories may not all come true, but they reveal the excitement and anticipation surrounding Season 4. Each one adds another layer of suspense. And if even half of them are correct, then this season will be filled with shock, heartbreak, and unforgettable drama. The strength of the Gilded Age has always come from its characters, and Season 4 promises to take their journeys in bold new directions. Each arc is a thread, and together these threads weave a story of ambition, sacrifice, and survival in a world where every move is watched and judged. Bertha Russell stands at the center of speculation. Her hunger for recognition has already shaken the foundations of old money society, yet her fight is far from over. In the coming season, Bertha's arc may push her into uncharted territory. Rumors suggest that her pursuit of influence will not stop with society balls or opera houses, but expand into politics and power circles that reach far beyond New York. This could either secure her legacy as the woman who redefined status, or leave her vulnerable to enemies who would delight in tearing her down. George Russell, meanwhile, faces challenges of his own. His empire may look unbreakable from the outside, but the whispers of financial instability are growing louder. Season 4 might test George with risks that money alone cannot fix. Business rivals and political enemies could combine to corner him, and his arc may shift from a confident tycoon to a man fighting to protect everything he built. His choices will not only affect his fortune, but also the safety and standing of his entire family. Marian Brook remains one of the most unpredictable characters. Her search for freedom, love, and independence is a constant pull against the expectations of her world. Many fans believe she will be forced to make a defining choice in Season 4, a choice between securing a comfortable but confining life, or following her heart, even if it means losing her position in society. Her arc is not only about romance, it is about breaking free from the chains of tradition, and her story could become one of the most emotional highlights of the season. Peggy Scott continues to carry the voice of justice. Within the narrative, her arc in Season 4 may grow into something even larger than personal ambition. The leaked information about new sets connected to journalism and politics suggests that Peggy's influence will reach beyond her immediate circle. She may face dangers that test her courage, but her determination could turn her into a symbol of hope and resistance. Peggy's journey represents the cracks forming in a society built on privilege, and in Season 4, those cracks may widen into fractures that cannot be ignored. Other characters will also have arcs that surprise us, from allies who may reveal hidden agendas, to friends who could become rivals. The world of the Gilded Age thrives on shifting loyalties. The season may end with some characters rising higher than ever, while others fall so hard they never recover. Predictions hint at heartbreak, betrayal, and unexpected alliances, all leading toward a finale designed to leave audiences desperate for more. Season 4 is not just continuing the story, it is evolving it. Each character's path is set to challenge them in new and dramatic ways, reminding us that in the world of wealth and power, nothing stays secure forever. Asterisk. The Gilded Age thrives on surprises, and if there is one thing fans can expect from Season 4, it is the arrival of shocking twists that leave audiences stunned. Every season so far has closed its doors with unanswered questions, and this time the stakes feel even higher. The writers have built a world where fortunes rise and fall in a single moment, where love can turn into betrayal, and where one bold decision can reshape an entire family's legacy. One of the most talked about possibilities is a sudden death. The whispers from leaked filming scenes have already made fans anxious, and many believe a beloved character may not survive this season. Such a twist would not only break the hearts of viewers, it would also tear open new conflicts within the story. A death inside the Russell family, for example, could send Bertha and George into emotional and political chaos, forcing them to fight harder than ever to keep control of their empire. Another shocking outcome could come in the form of financial collapse. George Russell has always been the master of industry, but Season 4 may place him on the edge of ruin. If his empire falters, it would not only strip him of power, it would drag his entire household into danger. The glamour of the Russell mansion could become a gilded cage, hiding fear instead of confidence. A cliffhanger ending showing the family on the brink of losing everything would guarantee fans return desperate for answers. There is also the possibility of betrayal from someone close. In a world where appearances are everything, secrets are never safe for long. Theory suggests that a trusted ally may expose the Russells or the Brooks family to scandal, shaking the balance of New York society. Such a betrayal would serve as a reminder that loyalty is fragile in the world of wealth and ambition. Romance, too, could end in heartbreak. Marian's search for happiness may take a tragic turn, and a cliffhanger surrounding her future could leave the audience questioning whether she will ever find the freedom she desires. At the same time, Peggy's bold steps into journalism could place her in direct conflict with powerful men who will stop at nothing to silence her. The season may close with Peggy standing tall against threats, or facing a danger that could change her life forever. The greatest power of the Gilded Age is its ability to close a season with silence. Then let that silence echo until the next chapter begins. Season 4 is likely to end with the same effect, a final moment that leaves fans gasping, debating and waiting impatiently for the future. Whether it is death, betrayal, or collapse, the cliffhanger will remind us that in this world of gold and shadows, nothing is ever truly secure. As the curtain begins to close on our discussion, one truth remains clear. The Gilded Age season 4 will not just continue the story, it will redefine it. From the whispers of new families entering the battlefield, the theories of shocking betrayals and heartbreaking losses, every hint points to a season designed to test loyalty, ambition, and love. The world of gilded wealth is shining brighter than ever, but beneath the gold lies a foundation, ready to crack. The characters we have followed so closely are stepping into uncharted territory. Bertha Russell's hunger for power may take her into circles even she cannot control. George Russell's empire may finally face the storm that has been building around it. Marian Brook's choices could break her free from tradition or bind her tighter than ever. Peggy Scott's courage may echo through the city, forcing powerful men to face truths they would rather bury. Each of these arcs is not just a story, but a reflection of how fragile power truly is. What makes Season 4 so thrilling is not only what we know, but also what we cannot predict. The leaks may guide us, the theories may excite us, but the true power of this series lies in its ability to shock us when we least expect it. The cliffhangers will come, the betrayals will cut deep, and the triumphs will feel earned only after long battles. That is the essence of the Gilded Age: beauty on the surface, and a war of survival underneath. Now the stage is set, and the question turns to you. Which theory feels the most real to you? Do you believe Marian will find love? Or will she sacrifice it for freedom? Will the Russell family rise to greater heights? Or will their empire collapse before our eyes? And most importantly, who do you think will not survive the trials of this new season? Your predictions matter, and the discussion begins with your voice. Share your thoughts below, and let us know which twists you think will define this chapter of the Gilded Age. Every season has surprised us, but this one feels different, heavier, and far more dangerous. Stay connected, because we will be here to break down every episode, every clue, and every hidden detail that builds toward the finale. The game of power is far from over, and when Season 4 arrives, it will demand our full attention. The Gilded Age has always been more than a story about wealth, fashion, and power. It is about the cost of ambition, the weight of choices, and the thin line between triumph and ruin. Season 4, with all its leaks, theories, and predictions, is shaping up to be the moment where every character faces their greatest test. The questions left behind by Season 3 are not fading, they are growing louder, and the answers promise to shake the very foundations of New York society. Bertha Russell's fire burns brighter than ever, but every step upward creates more enemies. Waiting to drag her down, George Russell, the unshakable titan, may finally be pushed into battles that money and force cannot win. Marian Brook, still torn between heart and duty, carries the weight of choices that could either break the chains of tradition or tighten them forever. Peggy Scott, bold and unyielding, steps closer to becoming the voice of her generation. Yet every truth she dares to write puts her in greater danger. These arcs are not random. They are carefully woven into a tapestry of suspense and heartbreak that is ready to explode in Season 4. What makes this season different is the sense of danger hiding behind the glamour. Every ballroom scene, every whispered conversation, every political alliance carries the possibility of collapse. The leaks hint at new rivals with greater power. The theories predict betrayals and losses that will leave scars, and the confirmed updates promise bigger stages for drama than ever before. This is not just a continuation of the story, it is an escalation, a climb to heights so dazzling that the fall, when it comes, will be devastating. The cliffhangers will return sharper than before. A death may shock us, a fortune may crumble, a romance may end in heartbreak, and when the season closes, we will be left standing in silence, waiting for answers that will not come until the next chapter begins. That silence is what makes the Gilded Age so powerful. It leaves us restless, debating, and imagining every possible outcome until the curtain rises again. Now the stage is set for you. Which moment do you believe will define Season 4? Will the Russell family's empire hold firm, or will their enemies succeed in tearing it apart? Will Marian's search for freedom end in love or in sacrifice? Will Peggy's voice rise high enough to break the walls of privilege that surround her? Your theories, your predictions, your excitement, they are part of the journey. So share your thoughts, leave your ideas, and join the conversation. The Gilded Age is not only a show, it is a world that reflects ambition, survival, and the fight for power. And when Season 4 finally arrives, it will demand that we watch closely. Because in this gilded world, nothing is ever safe.